Welcome to the Mortgage Monday series. Today we're talking about the do's and don'ts of applying for a mortgage. I'm Jen McDiarmid with the Turnberg Swallow Team at Coldwell Banker, and I'm joined today by Louise Larocque from the Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Welcome, Louise. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Home mortgages are harder than ever to get, even with tight qualification standards. The slightest mistake can lead to an underwriting issue. So let's start with the don'ts. What shouldn't home buyers do when they're applying for a mortgage?
Well, I recommend in the beginning, don't close any of your accounts. You don't want to deposit large sums of money. It just makes your job a lot harder. You don't want to change jobs without speaking with your loan officer and finding out if it will have any kind of a dire effect on your pre-approval. And major purchases can get in the way.
Nightmare situations like those can delay closings, and they can even cause buyers to lose their mortgage. But there's a flip side. Let's talk about the do's. What should home buyers be doing as they gear up for their mortgage application?
So you would want to get all of your documentation together, your tax returns, your W-2s, your pay stubs, your bank statements. It's good to have it in front of you so that you can talk about additional documentation that'll be needed in the future.
Final question. What's the worst don't that you've ever seen in action?
I've had some people change their job and because it was in the same field, think that it wasn't important to mention it. And we've had them about 5 days before closing, finding out that they really did change jobs. So one of the processes in our loan is we need to verify your employment in 5 to 10 days before closing. And we will call the employer and make sure that you're still working there. So that was one of the worst. We were able to just scurry around and get it closed in time. And luckily there wasn't a probationary period with that new job. But that can be a hairy one.
That sounds difficult, but I'm glad to hear you were able to help your buyers resolve it in the end. Buyers, don't find yourself in a difficult financial situation when you're trying to purchase your first home. Please reach out to myself or Louise to get started on the right path. You can also download the do's and don'ts guide. We have a link to this in our description as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for Mortgage Monday. Thank you, Louise, and we'll see you soon.